This is the first video of my Desmos Masterclass course, and in this video we'll be covering the fundamentals of algebra in Desmos. Here's what we'll cover today. Plugging values into functions, using regression to solve equations, working with systems of equations, exponential functions, and finding the equation of a line from just 2 points. Let's begin. Let's begin with something easy, plugging in values of x in order to solve for y. Let's look at this simple equation to help us. Let f of x be equals to 3x plus 82. Now let's say we are asked to find the y value when x is equal to 12. What do? We can type f of 12 and Desmos will automatically give us the answer. Now let's make this problem a little bit more complex. Imagine it says, for what value of x does f of x equal to 127? Now, as we can see, instead of solving for y, we are trying to find a value of x, which y equals 127. We could just solve this problem algebraically, but instead let's solve it in Desmos so you get an advanced tool called regression. All we have to do is type f of x1 tilde 127, and using this, we are telling Desmos to find a constant, or x1 in this scenario, that will make f of x equal to 127. The x1 is just a variable and can be replaced with anything else, and the tilde over here is what is actually telling Desmos to solve for something. Additionally, we can use Desmos to solve for x. For example, let's say that 48x plus 29 equals 194. We can again use regression here by typing the equation and replacing all instances of x with x1 and equals with the tilde in order to tell Desmos to solve for x, which it successfully does. Now that we got the easy stuff out of the way, let's cover something a bit more advanced, systems of equations. Let's look at these two equations. Imagine we're being asked how many solutions does the systems of equations have. A solution basically means an intersection, and as we can see from the graph, there's a single time where both lines intersect, meaning the answer is 1. Next, let's get an introduction to exponential functions. Exponential functions are written in the form f of x equals a to the b to the x, where a is the initial value and b is the growth rate. People tend to get confused on the growth rate, so let's make sure we understand what it is. If f of x equals 4 to 1.09 to the x, the growth rate is 0.09, not 1.09. The last thing we'll be covering in this video is how we can tell Desmos to create lines. Oftentimes, you'll be given 2 points and will be asked for either the slope of the line or even the full line equation, and a lot of people don't know that this can be solved in only 20 seconds. Let's look at this question where we are given 2 points and are asked for the equation of the line. In this scenario, all we have to do is go to Desmos and type table and input the points. Next, we tap this button in order to create a regression, and as we can see, we are given the complete line just from 2 points. That concludes the first video of this Desmos Masterclass series. In the next video, we'll be going more in depth into algebra, so be on the lookout for that.